When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So LSU's offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, as most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Takes a hit as he fires. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears.
They stripped it out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Grab behind the line, it's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some...
Big guy tries to barrel in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Got his man on the right. Touchdown LSU! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The sure hands, it's Brown. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And the Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Off the play fake. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board.
Sprinting away. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Oh, better look out! Runs through the tackle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. LSU will get a 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the games.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And here's the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Makes the grab. It's Brown.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bringing the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Anderson. He gets Gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now on first down from the 30. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes one man miss. Inside the 15. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Rushes on him. It's complete to the right. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires into the end zone. Got his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half.
The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. You think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
Looking deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then job in coverage.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Anderson. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. It's Durham. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. On the move, it's Durham. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. On the move and looking deep. Makes a grab right down the middle. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense. I mean, you want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 32 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hoskins. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Looking for a crease, it's Alexander. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Commodores come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. Keeps it going. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It still works. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working that wide receiver screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finds his tight end. There, got enough space. Touchdown, Vandy. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
Looking for blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Under fire. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Going to sling it on second down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Sherrill. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Fires to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Vanderbilt, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Really got to be impressed.
The extra point is blocked. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Vanderbilt, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He'll pull it on the read. Hard running there. Oh, it's out! They recovered their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now the play fake. pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.